Now, for those of you that are not going into shoulder balance, what I want you to do is a very easy bridge pose on your back. I'm going to address the shoulder balance people first. So bring your 2 blankets in, or 3 if you use 3. And remember that you're folding over the mat just halfway because you want your elbows to stick and your shoulders to move underneath. If you are using a chair or a couch, right, you position your furniture, your support, about an arm distance away. So if I was using the couch, I'd turn and have this much distance between my blanket and the edge of the couch. And I'm going to demonstrate with the chair. Now, today, come directly up into plow pose. So I'm going to get more of the back of the arm down into the mat, stretch the arms, aim high as I bring myself with the feet onto the chair. So you can see that it's a very rounded moment here between the top of the thigh and the pelvis. So how do I resolve that? Well, an interlace of the fingers is helpful, getting the elbows closer, but if that's not for you, you're going to just stretch out through the arms, one arm at a time, get a little bit more onto that back tricep region. And then I'm starting to bring my legs back, right? Feet press down to lift the top of the thigh, arms press down to lift the back ribs, and then I bring more support from my hands in. So get that sense of being able to lift both the outer hip and the inner groin evenly, so you have a cleaner place here. And then take one leg up, but also be aware that as one leg comes up, this might soften and round again. So I have to outwardly rotate this downward leg to keep the lift and the clarity of the hip crease. And then find your way fully up. And then to come down, do plow pose one more time. Lift strongly, articulating the tops of the thighs up from the action of the feet down, thighs unrolling, lifting up, and then roll out. All right, so that's shoulder balance people. Now, those of you that were doing a nice bridge, come back down. And have your 2 blankets folded like the starting seat. All right. So here's my rolled edge, and I'm going to face it in the direction of my head. All right, so this is all open fabric. I'm going to sit right here on the edge so that when I lie down, right, the buttock bones are right here at the edge. When I lie down, the shoulder blades are on the mat. Okay. So I want to be flat and grounded through this whole area of the blanket. Now, the advantage of the blanket is that unlike the blocks, which we sometimes put underneath the pelvis, I can get support in the back bottom ribs. My sternum comes towards my chin. My arms, in this case, I'm reaching my elbows away from my head. And the arms are out like so. All right, so you want to first make sure that you feel grounded across the whole back of the pelvis. You're beginning to pin the outer shoulder blade down with the action of your upper arm. And then taking the knees towards the chest slightly, so you're not lifting off of your blankets, extend the legs up. So the navel draws down, grounding the thigh bones down into the pelvis, extending the heels up. So if your hamstring's a little tight, you take a bend of the leg so that you don't overwork your lower back. Now, when you've finished your shoulder balance, by all means, move in whatever direction you want so that your head and your shoulder blades are on the same surface. All right, so blanket Viparita Karani, not the shoulder balance people, but the people with blankets under your pelvis. Reach through your fingertips, taking your arms away from your ears. Pin the outer tips of the shoulder blades down, your outer arm down, lift the side ribs up. Sternum towards your chin, firm your thighs away from your face. Extend the heels up. And then when you are complete, you can stay a little longer if you want, but you can now bend the knees, place your feet on the floor, and breathe. Good. All right, so now everyone, bend your knees, roll to your right, and sit up.